Jerk him, jerk him, jerk him. Sometimes they won't take that thing all the way down. They just grab it cricket and hold on to it.
Billy, you can't wait till I get set up.
Lord, no. I mean, you sitting here looking at that, you cannot wait. That's just wrong. That's like throwing a truckload of candy in front of 10 kindergartners and
Yeah, that's a small one.
Chucky. And telling them to wait till after they eat dinner. It ain't gonna happen.
Billy Blakley and Tony Dolly. How's it going, Tony?
It's going really well, actually.
Legendary sports writer Tony Dolly from Tennessee and legendary Billy Blakley, because something good just happened to you, did it not, Billy?
I woke up this morning.
Well, yeah, we do have that going for us. But actually, Billy has just recently been inducted into the Legends of the Outdoor Hall of Fame for reasons just like this. Show him, buddy. Show him now. Show him now. Boy, what a difference a day makes, huh, Billy?
Makes a big difference.
It makes a big difference not only in the fishing, but also in the fishing world, because I'm sitting here with Billy and Gary Mason, founder of the Legends of the Outdoors. And last night at dinner, what did you say?
Well, I made an announcement, and to a very deserving person. You know, Billy Blakley has become the face of Reelfoot Lake. Anytime you go out in the public, you know, away from here, when you find some information or something about Reelfoot Lake, you're going to see Billy's face on it, and he has become very, very well known all across the country. So last night, I made the announcement that in 2022, Billy Blakley will be going into the Legends of the Outdoors National Hall of Fame, and I can't think of a more deserving person. Just congratulations, Billy.
Sure, thank you.
And very well deserved.
So Gary, what an honor for Billy Blakley, one of the hardest working individuals I've ever seen at any fish camp. But my question to you is, how did you come up with the Legends of the Outdoors? Because it's such a unique idea and such a wonderful way to tribute some of the most influential people in the outdoor world. I mean, I think it's just ingenious. We've got several people that I've fished with on the Fish Eat Live channel have been inductees. You know, Billy Blakley this year, and Ronnie Capps, and Steve Coleman, and
Steve McAdams,
and even Jack Wells of B&M Poles.
Going in this year in 2021. Yeah. Billy be going in 2022. Well, I tell you, in 2001, you know, the internet was just starting to get big, and I got my first computer, and I was kind of surfing the net, which back then took you quite a while to do, you know, with old dial-up internet.
Yeah.
And I'd had a lot of country music stars hunt and fish with me, a lot of baseball players, football players, professionals of pretty much all walks of life, and I got to looking around, and I couldn't find a Hall of Fame in general for people in the outdoors. You know, they had the Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame, and you know, Boone and Crockett, Pope and Young, those kind of things, which were very unique in their own right and great entities, but I couldn't find a Hall of Fame that was overall general outdoors folks. And so I went in and told my wife, I said, there's not a Hall of Fame in the outdoors for people in the outdoors industry. I said, somebody ought to do something about that. And she looked at me very innocently and said, well, aren't you somebody? And so the next day I founded the Legends of the Outdoors National Hall of Fame, and as they say, the rest is history. But we've been able to honor a lot of great men and women in the outdoors industry, and still doing that today. This year's event will be on August 21st in Springfield, Missouri at the Bass Pro Shops at the John and Jenny Moore Convention Center, and we're very, very happy to be going to Springfield, Missouri, and I can't wait for the event.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Now, is there a website, obviously?
There is. It's www.legendsoftheoutdoors.com, and all my contact information is at the bottom of the front page. You can go on there and read about each one of our Hall of Fame members, their careers, and a lot of other stuff on there that you can see. And also my contact information at the bottom of the page is where you can get a hold of me at any time if you'd like to buy a ticket or a table or sponsor the event. You know, if you've never been to a Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame event, you'll find two things that goes on. These people are very, very humble, and God's always in the room.
Thank you for that. We sincerely appreciate it. Gary Mason, ladies and gentlemen. on this episode of Fish Eat Live, we have something special for you. Since Tony Dolly is here, I'm going to let him take the driver's seat in the interviewee process. Is that correct?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, so we're going to have a good time, and I'm sure I'm going to learn stuff from Billy and especially Tony, and hope you guys get a treat seeing how the pros do it on Blue Bank Resort's Reelfoot Lake. Here we go.
So tell us, Billy, I'm going to ask you the same question we asked before.
Yes, sir.
And we're fishing for bluegill, and you're the legend as a bluegill fisherman. I've heard about you for more than 20 years. First time I got to fishing with you, so you tell me, how many bluegill has Billy Blakley caught? And you're just guess.
Man, I wish I could put a number on it, but I can't. I mean, like I told you a while ago, I know I've caught one. But it's been a ton of them, I promise you. Because that's my number one fish. I'd rather fish for bluegill than anything.
So tell us, when did you first start fishing for bluegill? When?
Oh, when I was about yay high, just barely could hold a pole back in. Daddy used to take me to ponds and everything fishing, and it just escalated from there. I mean, that's all I wanted to do.
Name some famous people that you've fished with, that've been in your boat, that you guided.
Oh, Lord, Bill Dance, Kirby. You.
Present company accepted.
I fished with Denny Breyer, Larry Nixon, all of the greatest bassers there, Kevin Van Dam, Mark Davis, all of them. I mean, I fished with every one of them.
What's the of all the people you've taken out, who's the funniest person you've ever had in boat?
The funniest person it is Mark Davis. He can come up with more jokes than anybody you've ever. He'll have you laughing. You can't fish straight. It ain't no way.
Mark Davis is a bass fishing legend.
Mark Davis is.
And he is one of the, I gotta admit, one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Yes, sir. He missed his calling. He should have been a comedian, which a lot of them bass fishermen wished he would have been.
What's the biggest bluegill you've ever caught?
The biggest one I've ever caught is 2-1.
That's the size of a dinner plate.
That sure is.
Wow.
And a lot of people holler they caught one that weighs 2 pounds, but until you actually see 1 2-pound, a 2-pound bluegill is huge.
It is.
A pound bluegill is huge.
Yes.
We caught a couple yesterday that pounded a little over. I'm telling you, a 2-pound bluegill is an absolute monster.
So how many years have you been doing this, guy?
39 years. Been doing it since I was in 9th grade in high school.
Who was the first person you took on a guide trip? Do you remember?
No, but I'll tell you, if you know me very well, I can't remember what I had for dinner yesterday, but I'll tell you one that stuck with me back when I was about 16. I met this little old bitty guy down at the boat dock, wanting to go bass fishing now. Of course, I'm all about bass fishing. Here we go. We get out there fishing, we go striking up conversation, and he looked back at me and said, "Are you still in school?" "Yes, sir, I sure am." "Well, why ain't you in school today?" I said, "Well, I got a chance to make some money." And back in, I mean, everybody had a hard time. You had to make money when you make money. So I did skip a day of school to make money, and I said, "Well, what do you do for a living?" He said, "Superintendent over the school system here in Obion County." My mouth just opened up, and I said, "Well, why ain't you at work today?" He said, "Well, I skipped a day to go fishing." I said, "Well, you can't get on to me then." I never will forget that one.
So, how long are you going to do this? When do you think you're going to hang it up, or are you ever?
Probably the day they put me in a pine box. You think about retiring, what are you going to do when you retire? You go hunt and fish. That's what I do now.
So we're bluegill
I started
fishing.
out retired.
Today we're bluegill fishing, and I know you fish a lot of stuff, but I also know you hunt a lot.
Yes, sir.
What do you, Reelfoot's famous for waterfowl.
Yes, sir. I love waterfowl.
And it's famous for its mallard ducks. They come in here by the tens of thousands.
Yes, sir.
And is there a Billy Blakley blind, honorary blind around here?
Oh, yeah. We got a blind back there in the grass. Got a big old kitchen in it, 14 by 20 kitchen. Got tables and stuff all in it, satellite TV. I mean, we got her set up nice.
That doesn't sound like a blind, Billy. That sounds like a house.
Well, for 2 months there, it is my house.
What's the most memorable thing you've done while you've been duck hunting, besides fill limits for hundreds of people?
Besides falling in the lake.
Billy's kind of cold in the wintertime.
Hey, but and the bad part about it, they was doing a TV show, got it on film.
Did that part of it air?
Oh yeah. Shotgun on, come out of the water, still had sunglasses on and all.
What's the when you've been here? What's the most memorable day you've had when you've been duck hunting?
The one I remember the most, some of the days I remember most, has to do with kids. Anytime I can take kids hunting or fishing, I take. Because that'll stick with you more than, I'd rather see you take 4 or 5 kids duck hunting and kill 10 or 15 ducks. They're not ever going to forget it. Than taking a grown man and killing 50 or 60. Because they going to write it off as a good day, going about it, and it's gone. Them kids going to remember them 10 or 15 ducks forever. And I'll take kids, I don't care if they 4, 5, 6 years old or 10, 12, whatever.
Have you, where else have you hunted fish besides Reelfoot?
Lord, I fished in a bunch of places. Kentucky Lake, Grenada, Mississippi, all them big lakes down south I fished. Okeechobee, I fished several lakes in Florida. Even fished at Walt Disney World Lake bass fishing one time. And it was even good. And we got one with some shoulders on. Give it up there, buddy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Now that's a Reelfoot Bluegill. Easy. You ain't all that now, B.A.
And folks, that's why he is the legend.
That's a big one.
You ain't got a pole in your hand?
Oh man, I'm enjoying watching Tony and you work your guys' magic. So, yeah, this is great. But if I'm allowed to fish,
Well, I've done that.
In Billy's boat, everybody fishes,
Right
right?
on.
If you're not fishing, Billy's going to use you for bait.
all
That's right.
I'll grab a TCB. They're pretty good poles, aren't they, Billy?
Yep. TCB taking care of business.
Oh, I like that.
So I hear you're also sometimes the entertainment director around here.
Not hardly.
Legend has it that you even do karaoke occasionally.
No. Get him, get him, get him.
Folks, sometimes when you're not paying attention to the fishing and you're talking to Billy, you miss fish. And Billy will tell you, don't miss the fish, quit talking to me.
That's right.
I don't know if you folks can hear it, but in the background there are ducks quacking. And I'm told that that's because Billy's here.
That's right. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Billy is kind of the bluegill whisperer of Reelfoot Lake.
Fishy, fishy, fishy.
I heard somebody tell me that earlier today, that you were the bluegill whisperer.
I just get out here and work at it a little bit. If I work a little harder, you go catch a little more.
What's the best time of the year to catch bluegill, Billy?
I like the month of June about as good as any of them.
And why is that so?
Well,
why
like
June
this
better?
is May now, right now, mid-May. They're on their first round of bedding. June, this time they right off of these shorelines, round grass in pocket. The second time they bed, they'll be out in the wide open. Then, it ain't many people find them either. And that's what I like about it, because that's when I like to find them.
What's it take to find bluegill?
Well, I use a side scan. During June, a lot of times I'll ride around standing up where my side scan ain't hitting. Like that pocket over there, I'll look back in there on a good calm day and you can see them foaming. That little foam will come up top water, white foam, and boom, you found them. Get him, get him, get him, get him. No.
Woo, nice one,
There's a
Tony.
good one.
That'll work.
Oh, yeah.
Keep thinking that quack, quack, quack is your phone, Billy.
It is.
Rumor has it that when your phone rings, the ducks come following the boat.
They will. We'll get close to one in a minute and he'll hear it. He won't leave his boat alone.
There are a lot of ducks around here, am I right?
A lot of them.
So much so that yesterday when I was fishing with Jeff Riddle, we had 2 jump on his boat.
Yeah, they will. They'll jump right up in there.
Film at 11, folks.
Yeah.
In case you folks can't tell, we're fishing with small hooks, crickets, slip bobbers, and we're catching fish at Reelfoot Lake with Billy Blakley.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, there we got him more. They all downside the boat. That's the way. They start right up in there about my cork and they'll come all the way around the right straight up on you. Not a bad one.
Now, Reelfoot Lake, there's no limit on bluegill.
No, sir, no limit.
What's the most bluegill you've ever put in a boat in a day?
Well, I had a day last year we caught 380 something one day. But now we didn't keep that many. I usually keep that cooler full, and that's about it. We're good. I think we're back.
Okay.
But I throw all females back, like that, and I just thought
Yeah.
that way we got a bunch of babies to come up next year.
If you could do anything else besides this, what would you be doing in life?
I don't even want to think about that. I didn't know it was anything yet.
So I got to interject, Tony, man, it is so nice to watch a professional work. Could you maybe give the camera your credentials? Because I know you're a celebrity in your own right.
Well, I grew up in southeast Missouri, over around Cape Girardeau and Poplar Bluff, places like that. And, I've been traveled a lot around the world, especially North America, Canada, Alaska, South America. Worked for Uncle Sam for a while and got in the newspaper business. When I got out of journalism school at the University of Missouri, and had some success in journalism. Worked for daily newspapers and pretty proud of the things I've done with them. Worked for magazines and been an outdoor writer. Worked for a little catalog company called Cabela's. I was their PR guy for 10 years.
Wow.
And worked for Ducks Unlimited. I was the director of communications for them for North America for a few years. I've worked for the old Nashville network, helping with their outdoor and motorsports, their broadcasts, which was always a lot of fun. Met a lot of guys. Some guys we've talked about.
Yeah.
We were talking at breakfast today about one of the guys we all know real well and like, Bill Dance. And I'm pretty sure everybody here's got Bill Dance's number in their phone. Because
Yep.
Bill's just a pretty cool guy. And I've done quite a few things, actually.
Weren't you the president of the Outdoor Writers Association?
I was president of the Outdoor Writers Association of America. I've been president of the Association of Great Lakes Outdoor Writers, and I've been president of Tennessee Outdoor Writers, and I'm now their executive director. If you want to join, call BR549.
That's a hee-haw reference.
Yeah.
Billy kind of reminds me of some of those people sometimes with
Yeah,
these jokes. I've had a really good career in the outdoors and in the journalism field, and enjoy it a lot, and meet a lot of great people. And people ask me the same questions I've been asking Billy. If you could do something else, what would it be? I don't know that I'd be doing anything else except
Right.
this. And they asked me when I had a chance to go crappie fishing this morning, and I thought, nah, if I can catch bluegills. A good friend of mine in West Plains, Missouri, has always said if they got to bluegill got to 10 pounds, we'd never land them.
You ain't
And
kidding.
I believe it.
You'd
I
have to have
typically
ocean
don't
reel.
fish this way for them. I typically fish with a fly rod and a popper.
Yep.
But you know what? This is not one of those days you do that. This is the way you fish today. And I grew up fishing like this in southeast Missouri at little farm ponds and places like that. And I fished a lot of places. But you give me a cane pole and a box of crickets and put me in front of the boat with Billy Blakley, and I'll be a happy camper.
Well, thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Not only am I learning a ton from Billy, but I'm learning a ton from you as well. So thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Anytime. There we go. Billy, people always wanted to know, before I was so rudely interrupted by a fish, people always want to know what kind of gear you use, guides use,
Well,
that sort of thing. So what?
I do this stuff for a living. I use the best in the business, B&M poles. I mean, you cannot beat them, whether you crappie fishing, bluegill fishing, and for this rod, it's called a TCB series. Trout, crappie, bluegill, it's a good and sweet little combo. But that TCB here lately, I've been telling them it's taking care of business. Like that old song they used to sing, taking care of business every day. It puts a cooler full on this boat every day. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Fishy, you got it. I tried to warn you not to. Oh, my goodness. What, we got it. Look here. What? I might need a dip net on this.
Holy moly!
Reelfoot bluegill. He had some shoulders on.
They just get bigger, folks. They don't get smaller. They just get bigger.
Right there, Tony. I knew it. That's right where I missed that fish.
You missed a good one. Did I? You may have. That looks like a good one.
He turned that water up.
Oh my gosh. I did miss a good one. Wow.
That is a good one.
You can get them where they can.
Wind's died down over here. We got a wind block, don't we?
Yeah, it's called a house.
Yeah. Okay. I guess you're right.
I had to do that.
You're not going to win on that. I don't think you're going to win on that.
Sometimes
Don't you break.
there has to be a pitcher in softball, you know?
He wrap you around something, or he's still fighting?
Oh. We'll give up.
Oh, look at that. Now, see where those bubbles just came up?
Yep.
Right there. Darn it.
We had them bubbling yesterday. You can toss right in there, and chunk, they would take it. Waste not, what not.
Pretty good to have a net like that, huh?
Good. Isn't that the 14 foot?
What net is that?
Outlaw.
Outlaw net.
Yeah. They eat by a crappie monster. Matthew Outlaw.
Oh, nice. You know what they were raving about that net at
Hey, I'm telling you. that's
American
one heck of a
Crappie
net.
Trail.
Yes, sir. Get the best. And it's light enough you can take one hand and hold a pole in one hand and dip with the other. That's what everybody's liking about it.
That's tough to do.
Yes, sir. But one thing I can't do guiding and let them dip a fish because they cannot do it.
I know there's one.
Right there.
Right. It stripped me twice.
Today's the day for banded water snakes.
Yeah. Oh, there he is. I was looking at the snake.
There you go.
I think I finally got a good one.
I'd say so. Pulling against the drag. That's good.
Ooh, yeah. This was the bluegill of the day, Billy.
That's
Holy
yeah,
moly.
buddy, you ain't kidding there.
I
That there
gotta
is a
show
good
this
one.
to the camera.
Golly, that's a big fish.
That's a big old bluegill right
That's a big one.
And folks, when Billy Blakley says it's a big one, you know it is.
It's a big one.
Catching monster bluegill with Billy Blakley.
Ooh-wee, huh?
That's a big, big bluegill right there. Boom. That'll feed a couple people.
That there's a good one. That's one of them pounders there.
think I missed that one twice.
No wonder he's big as he was. You feed him all them crickets.
Every time I talk, I should just go just like this. It's a nice little softball pitch so Billy can knock them out of the park. You got a one-liner for everything. You've been doing this a long time, right?
A long time.
See that one? Yeah, over there.
Please don't let Billy see this.
How did you hang a rock? Hang on, we'll go get it.
I'll stay back here for the rest of the trip.
A while ago he was fishing for squirrels, now I don't know what he's doing now in the rock.
Billy thought he'd just catch another one while we went over there to get you.
I know it. He's just adding insult to injury. Ouch!
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it happened. I done it once.
There you go. Another nice one. Look at him, boy.
Good job, Kirby. You better keep note of that. I don't say that too often.
Once. To me, anyway.
Right. Oh, my. But I mean, that's what it's about. Getting out here, cutting up, having fun. If you can't do that, oh, we can do this. There ain't no need to go and fishing.
Look at that. Wholeheartedly. You got us in a nest, Billy. Nest.
Can't even keep up with it.
Come on, Tony, let's triple up. Come on, fishy. Another big one.
Ooh-wee. I might have to say it twice, and that's breaking a record. You did a good job.
Oh, thanks, sir.
Almost. Oh! He couldn't take it when you moved that cricket.
We're going to count that as a
He
triple.
lost it. He lost it.
Oh,
Got a
man,
good one.
there's some big ones in here, Billy.
Yes, there are.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Here's some of that. What I'm talking about. Oh, yeah.
There's a triple, boys. We got it. Hold on. Let's hold on to them all. See if I get this one in.
That's a big eel. Don't tell me you're going to do a good job 3 times in a row. He done it.
Holy moly.
Billy Blakley, man, I tell you what, you got to get here to the Blue Bank and experience this. Am I right, Tony?
It's absolutely marvelous fishing.
It's a good time. We're great friends.
Thank you, my friend.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate all the hard times you give me. I wouldn't want it from anybody else, especially when they're putting me on fish like this. No, they're trying to jump out of the boat, Tony, look at that.
Booyah! Oh, 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 oh.
I'm trying to go back to Kansas City.
Oh. Big old girl.
Yeah.
Billy, tell people how much fun their kids can have here at the Blue Bank Resort.
Oh my God, they just don't understand. You bring them out here and get them on one of these bluegill beds. First of all, you better make sure they want to fish, because this is going to ruin them for life. They're going to nag you to bring them back and bring them back. I've got a customer be here next week from St. Louis. And kids throw a fit every year. Got to come to Blue Bank now. Got to come to Blue Bank. They want to go to the beach. Nope, the kids want to go to Blue Bank. And go fishing. Bluegill fishing with Billy. That's fun.
Sorry about that shaky camera work there. The fish are actually knocking the lid off of the cooler, Billy Blakley.
That's when you know you had a good morning.
Tony, you having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for hosting on this episode of Fish, Eat, Live. We encourage everybody out there to, hey, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And hit that notification bell, because we're going to give you great tips from incredible pro staffers and living legends like Billy Blakley, who's going to be inducted into the Legends of the Outdoors 2022. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on that. With this type of day and the fishing that we're experiencing, I see why you are
Booyah.
a legend. Billy Blakley,
Yes, sir.
take a bow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching Fish, Eat, Live. Our mission is to demonstrate the benefits of the Fish, Eat, Live lifestyle. We look forward to educating, entertaining, and attracting you to the healthy lifestyle of the great outdoors. We're definitely going to have some wholesome family fun on the water every Sunday at 6 p.m. So hit that subscription and that notification bell, because we want you to come be a part of this.